see you again in the dark side.
Alright guys, and welcome back to the channel. This mini-series is going to be on the Mossberg 500. A little backstory on this Mossberg 500. I actually received this in a bag as parts. It was missing a bunch of parts. The original owner didn't want it anymore as they didn't have any interest in sourcing the parts and fixing it. So they basically just gave it to me. Said I could use it for parts. So I pretty much put it away in the back burner, and I said one day I'll get to it, and it's that day. So we're gonna jump into this project. I'm gonna start by disassembling the whole shotgun, and we're gonna take it from there. Alright, so plans for the Mossberg 500. I'm going to disassemble a bolt, clean it, inspect it, lube it, most likely polish it up, make it look nice and pretty. Same thing goes with the trigger assembly. I'm still not sure whether I want to modify the trigger pull weight on it, do a little work on the trigger. That's up in the air, we'll see when we get to it. Gotta finish stripping the receiver, removing the ejector, the magazine tube, the follower, and the spring, inspecting that. Either way, I needed to break it down because I am going to refinish everything on this firearm. I got to do an inventory of the parts. I know I'm missing parts other than the obvious, which is the stock and the foregrip. I am missing little miscellaneous parts like the detent for the safety. I know this, there's a spring for it, but I'm gonna do a few upgrades to it. Refinish the barrel and the receiver. We already talked about that. Still on the fence whether I want to do Cerakote or hydro dipping. We'll see which way I'm going with it. Reassemble, function check, and test fire. So that's the game plan. I know things are probably going to change down the road depending on what I want to do, what I want to modify, and what I want to upgrade. So let's get started. So first thing that I am doing is I clamped down my magazine tube into my vise. I taped up the magazine tube to prevent it from getting scratched any more than what it already is, and I made sure not to clamp it in too hard, because the last thing you want is to dent that magazine tube, and then guess what, you need to buy a new one. So be careful what you do. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is remove this receiver from the magazine tube. Alright, so I'm going to use a microfiber towel or any towel just to get a better grip on this, and I think with one good turn this should come out. I hear the spring say, and there's our spring and our follower. Alright, so we removed the magazine tube, the spring, and the follower from the receiver. Now what we're going to do is remove the ejector from the receiver. Use a good quality Gunsmith screwdriver set. They're hollow ground, they're not regular screwdrivers. Last thing you want to do is mess up the head on your screw. So find the one that fits, and let's remove our ejector. It's in there pretty tight. It's a short screw, so get that guy out and pop this guy out. Now our receiver is completely stripped, and we can continue on our project. Alright guys, so just wanted to touch a couple of final thoughts before I end this video. Whenever I'm working on firearms, that I'm doing a project that I have to disassemble them into various parts, as you can tell there's a bunch of small parts, and if you're not careful you can lose some of these parts. So what I tend to do is I have a box of baggies, and I get the little baggies and I group my parts within these little baggies. That way I can keep track of everything, because the last thing that you want is to lose a small part during a project, because that's just going to slow you down between finding the part or having to order and wait for the part to get to your location. So I keep a Tupperware with the small parts, group them in the little baggies as I said before, and that just helps me keep track of everything while I'm working. Now on the next episode we're going to be working on the bolt, so stay tuned for that. As always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all the videos that we release. And as always, I'll put a link down in the description on all the tools that we use in the episode, in case anybody's interested where to find them. And until next time, thank you for watching.